How's it, everybody? Celtic here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking down the Goku Freiza stage with one of our favorite units released this year, the Universe Tree Goku. You guys know how we feel about Dragon Ball Heroes units. We do enjoy them, so I feel like we had to do this stage for the Goku especially, right? Because I feel like when the Heroes units did drop, a lot of people were a bit disappointed in the unit choices, of course, but also were very dismissive of how good they actually are, especially the Goku and a few of the others. And they are actually quite good. So for this first run, we're gonna run him on his team against Goku Freiza, utilizing obviously access to some of the better supports that he has, like AGL and a few other things, since he does lead Kamehameha. And the purpose of this is to show that he's not restricted to the Heroes team, and he can actually do quite good here, as you're going to see that we don't have another 3 crossover allies or a Zeno character on the team, and he's going to perform quite admirably here for what he is, being a Dragon Ball Heroes unit. So first turn went okay. We didn't get our 7 orbs, but we still managed to make it work. We got this one locked in slot 1. He should be able to tank all right slot 1 here, even in this phase. The only concern would be is if he should still be able to survive the super slot 1, but we kind of don't want him to, right? Because then we'd get sealed, because the 17 here can seal. But let's grab that. Okay, a little more than I wanted him to take there, but it is also his first turn. But we did get the orbs here, and look at how much more we come out with this turn. Like, that's pretty impressive. And then, of course, post-super, we're going to be taking double digits here. Perfect. All right. We get another one. Look at 18 million. Excellent. Perfect. All right, and there goes the super. So let's see, how much do we take from the super? Because this super is actually double digits. Nice. So again, he's pretty good because we're getting his orbs, right? He does have his guard active, which means he's going to be pretty safe against these major supers, especially post super. The big problem is going to come in, bosses like Goku Freiza at the end are all but guaranteed to super slot 1. So I'm kind of curious to see if he can tank slot 1 against Goku Freiza. A lot of people, like I said, were very dismissive of his ability to do so. And even though he's not really a slot 1 unit, per se, but a lot of people were dismissive of his ability to do so and using that to kind of downplay his ability. But like we did here, that was a 1.6 million super from the Tech 17 that he did tank for double digits. All right, and now he's locked in slot. He's locked in slot 2. So we actually got, I'm not gonna lie, like it is kind of about luck who we shouldn't have grabbed that. We shouldn't have done that. Yeah, we're not going to get his orbs either. 5 orbs. I mean, 5 orbs is fine. We need to get 7 with this one so he can get his full attack buff. But, well, I mean, I don't think he's going to attack anyway. It's not with Tech UI attacking first, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But it is for the rest of battle once we get the 7, so we do need to get it. But yes, very dismissive of Goku, and I feel like he can survive the super, right? If his guard is active, right? If we have the defensive support, which, like we would any other unit, he should be able to survive the super. The only problem is, like, on the Heroes team, that's where the issue would come, right? Is surviving the super, I think, still would be enough to kill the Heroes team, because the Heroes team has very, very low HP. So that's kind of the main reason we're not doing the first run with the Heroes team. I want to do it with, kind of a more viable team of his. And honestly, since we're not running the Zeno team, we could just run him on UI's lead. We're not doing that though. Because specifically for the Grand Tour here, I want to show him as lead. But, you could run him on UI's team and see a lot more effectiveness out of him. Because then he could get Jiren's attack support. There we go, 12 million here. And we get an additional super. So, like, look, we're in the fizz phase where, you know, things, the difficulty has tremendously ramped up. Like, we're talking 900k normals there. And the super here is, I think, 2.7? There we go. So we do have AGL UI, and it does look like we are below 70%. I was a bit worried we weren't going to fall below 70%, but we did, which means we will revive here. So with AGL UI at the end there. Okay, we really need these extra supers out of Gogeta to damage Goku Frieza at the end. Can we get one more? Yes, perfect. Okay. Yeah, so since we have the revive, we can just toss UI at the end like we're doing and get a bunch of damage in before UI just explodes at the end of slot 3. Alright, does Gogeta live this super? I think they live it. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter, although the extra damage we can get on you. 400k, okay, not bad. Which, I mean, just so you know, I did do a couple runs before this. STR Goku tanks that for double digits, by the way, post-super. So he actually would have survived that better than Gogeta just did right now. I mean, part of that is type advantage, but hey, you know, you take what you can get. Alright, can we get one more super? Nope. Okay. Alright, well, UI explodes, and we revive into the next phase.
This fight's not over yet. Vegeta at 17. And all the others gave everything they had so I could keep going. If I quit now, I'll betray that trust. And I refuse to let all of them down.
Alrighty. Okay, so this is what we needed. So now we have Tech UI, and we can go ahead and activate his domain and get rid of the dodge canceling here. Perfect. No, don't want that. We need to make sure STR gets his orbs. Yeah, let's take that. Perfect. All right, so now we've got his full attack buff. We do have the defensive support from the trio. We could stand by them right now. I don't know. No, let's just wait. I don't think we're going to need to. They're just here for the defensive support. Honestly, like with the setup we have here, you could just swap them in for, right, one of the Zeno characters just to give UI his orb changing, which of course we don't have here. And that's all we're really losing, an orb changing and an extra attack here. Okay, we get an additional super. So the cool thing is here, you know, getting UI to super first is this will supercharge with the domain up. This is going to supercharge Goku. So if we don't end up killing off of these counters here, we'll get to see an attack out of Goku. And I kind of hope we do, because I do want to see what it looks like. Because I think next turn I'm going to put him in slot 1. Beautiful. We get another one. Ooh, 23 million. Look at that. Heroes unit hitting 23 million. What is that? All right, excellent. Okay, so this drives us into the final phase against Goku Frieza. Now, we do have Gogeta Blue, but we do have the domain up, so he's kind of in an extra good spot here. And we can't transform Tech Gogeta, so why don't we go ahead and do that, find out where that super is. I'm pretty sure it's slot 1. Yeah, it's slot 1. Okay, let's transform Gogeta Blue. Perfect. All right, and now let's do STRs. Excellent. All right, so we're going to put him slot 1. So I would say in normal circumstances, it would be better to put Tech Gogeta in slot 1. But, you know, this is Universe Tree Goku's... This is his showcase, and I know somebody out there is going to be upset that I didn't put him in slot 1, even though, you know, we have a much, much better option that would guarantee survival. We're just going to go ahead and do this. And if we manage to come back to this turn, you know, we'll use the target skill. But moment of truth here. Do we survive? Boom. 520k. What did I tell you? So we do survive the super. He can live a Goku Frieza super. Now, obviously, on the Tyros team, that would mean death because the team has low H. Well, it might not mean... It's just under 600k, the Heroes team HP. So, theoretically, they could survive, but everybody, the rest of that rotation would have to take double digits or dodge. There we go. Yeah, so Gogeta Blue's not going to damage because he hasn't dodged yet, which means he has no crit. So as a Fizz type, he's not going to be able to break the barrier here. So literally, we just need him to make sure he dodges the attacks this turn. Because I know Gogeta Blue, Tech Gogeta will tank. So I don't think Gogeta Blue can tank. Not on Goku Frieza's post super. But we kind of need him to dodge. There we go. Dodge. There we go, dodge, perfect, right? So the domain does kind of help out with that. Perfect, and then 23 million on Tech Gogeta. So look at that. I mean, we had STR Triku last turn match Tech Gogeta in power. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, and so, I mean, it's worth noting that Goku actually could have done a lot more damage there, but of course, you know, Goku Frieza obviously does lower your attack when he supers. Excellent. Okay, there we go. So, woo, he survived. That is impressive. All right, and now we have a post-revive AGL UI with guaranteed dodge. We could risk it and put Tech UI in front, but I'm not gonna, right? That's just gonna be silly. I don't know. I've done a couple runs here, and he's been frauding out, missing that 70% chance to dodge. So I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna use the active here, and then we'll have AGL UI. Just since he's got guaranteed dodge, we may as well take our victory lap and just call it here. So. Let's grab that. So unfortunately the orbs are pretty bad, so we're not getting the full 7, but we did already get it. But we also kind of needed the 5, but I don't think it's gonna matter. He's not gonna attack this turn anyways. There we go, 18 mil out of the AGL UI, and if this first super doesn't kill, his follow-up second super should. Yep, there it is. Perfect. There it is. There is the Dragon Ball Heroes Universe Tree Goku versus what is now the hardest stage on both Global and JP Dokkan. Like I said earlier, right, when he released, a lot of people were very, very dismissive of this unit, right, ignoring, you know, clears against Gogeta, against Janemba, against all of the 9th anniversary content, despite the fact that, like, he was clearing these events with ease. Like, I had people go so far as to tell me that clearing content doesn't actually mean a unit's good, and I don't know what else to say, right? Literally tanked Goku Frieza Super, which is something it was insisted he couldn't do, but he tanked it and then hit back, and then we did manage to get the clear. So honestly, color me impressed from this unit. I'm always going to be a fan of the Heroes units, and even more so now that they're not so entirely restricted to the Dragon Ball Heroes team. Like, as you saw, the Universe Tree Goku here, we didn't even have his full passive up, which means we weren't getting the additionals, and we weren't getting the orb changing, and he still did phenomenally here. Putting out near 23 million on that turn we had with the post-Tech UI Super, and of course still averaging on 17 to 18 million with the 7 orbs. Like, that's just good in my book for a TUR. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, why don't you go ahead and let us know what other units do you want to see against the Goku Frieza stage. I am working on the full Heroes team. There is a path to victory. I do see it. I see what needs to be done. The hardest part of it is actually the Fizz phase, because some of the units you need to clear it with the Heroes team need to dodge, and of course the Fizz phase does cancel dodge. So, you know, we'll make it work, but we do plan on taking this down with a lot of other units, I think, that, you know, deserve a spot to shine, and that's kind of the way we're using this stage. So Guys, again, let us know who you want to see in the comments down below, and let us know where you're at on Triku now that it's been about a month or so, and we're checking back in on what are your thoughts on what seems to be these units. Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.